continue down the line. We ask that you introduce yourself before giving your opening statement. Amit, we will start with you.
Good evening. Hello. There you go.
There we go.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Dr. Amit Kalra. I'm a physical therapist and running for Frisco ISD Place 1. I've been a Frisco resident since 2014, and my son is a 6th grader in Hunt Middle School. I've been involved with Frisco ISD through the District Advisory Council, the Capital Projects Committee, the Library Reconsideration Review Pool, the Bond Exploration Committee. Frisco ISD is important to me, and I want to keep the standards a hub. Education is an important part of me and my family. I'm here to represent all of you. I'm here for the voice of Frisco ISD to move it towards continuous improvement and excellence every day, every way. Thank you.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Forum and Grace Community Church for hosting us tonight. And this is Suresh Mandua. I am running for Frisco ISD Place 1. I am a proud Frisco resident for the last 21 years and a dedicated community servant. Both my children are Frisco ISD students. My daughter graduated from Centennial High School and my son is in 11th grade. So my vision is simple. So I want to strengthen the communication between the educators, parents and school board. And I want to support the college readiness programs. And also I want to be local business partnership with the local businesses to give the more opportunities for students and scholarships and all those. And also with that, actually I want to I need your support to be as our next board of trustee. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Moni. I am running to serve on the Frisco ISD School Board of Trustees for the Place 1. My vision for the Frisco ISD is very simple. It is student first agenda. We are fortunate to have an excellent school system in the Frisco ISD. I am running to further enhance the district's academic success by providing the leadership such as academic excellence, fiscal discipline, transparency and accountability, and campus safety. I am a strong advocate for our teachers, parents, and parental rights. I am uniquely qualified to bring the best, fresh voice to our board, and I'm humbled and honored to have your support and your vote. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we'll jump into the questions. Suresh, we'll start with you. Frisco ISD's enrollment is expected to drop by 7,000 students by 2029, a 10% decrease since the district's enrollment's peak in 2022. With declining enrollment projections, how do you plan to address underutilized facilities and optimize resource allocation within the district?
Yeah, declining enrollment is kind of most of the school districts are facing, but I know Frisco ISD started facing like last 2 years. I think the FISD is like the current board is taking care of all the necessary arrangements, like what to do, and the next they're coming up with the different alternative options to make the schools. I think always enrollments wise. One is the best one is the Access Frisco, which we invited the enrollments from the other cities so that we can meet the funding needs, and at the same time we have to be more proactive and advocate for getting the more funds to the school district. So that's all.
Muni, same question. Frisco ISD, with declining enrollment projections, how do you plan to address underutilized facilities and optimize resource allocation within the district?
Yeah. First of all, we have 77 campuses, and the immediate addresses the elementary schools. There are 44 elementary schools, and there are no new kindergartners to all the way through there is no enrollment for the kindergarten students. I have planned for the increase in the enrollment. The number one, we have to bring the best program to our curriculum so that it will be attractive for the other parents and everybody to move into our Frisco. We hugely invested in our Frisco because of the school system. I want to bring the magnet school. We can convert one of the facilities into magnet school. We have to explore that opportunity because Fresno ISD has the magnet school, which is far better. Because of the schools, people will move in to the Frisco, and we can improve our declining enrollment. We can make it better enrollment.
Amit, same question. Would you like me to repeat it?
No, I got it. Thank you. Frisco ISD has excellent programs already in place. Our job is to make sure those programs keep running. That's what sets us apart from the other districts and our neighbors. We have a declining enrollment and everybody sees that, and that's because people who are living in Frisco, they like living in Frisco, and that's why they're staying here. Access to Frisco is an option that's being applied by Frisco ISD. However, even in its first year, we have less than 1,000 students that have enrolled into that program. I believe that the current interest rate that's high, that is also influencing why people are not being able to move out or move into the city. Once that settles, that might change our demographics as well. As far as underutilization of resources, we need to start making estimates. Are we projecting with a higher number when we're starting off with our budget? Or do we need to scale it down to a more middle level when we're starting our projections? That'll help us scale our balance better in more accurate projections and also in better utilization of the resources.
Thank you. Muni, next question, and we'll start with you. Why do you think recent Frisco ISD bond proposals failed? And what, if anything, would you do differently in the future?
So the bond failed because of the there's no clear communication to the voters. So far, we have $2 billion bond spent all the 77 campuses. And it's too early to call for another $1 billion bond. And already we don't have any bond oversight committee there is no transparency and accountability for the $2 billion they spent already. And again, we are paying $1.2 billion for an interest alone. So it is a lot of tax burden for our taxpayers. We have to come up with instead of need, they come up with the wanted list. That's why the voters soundly rejected them. And we have to be fiscally responsible with our tax dollars. And we have to use our taxpayers' fund very responsibly and be transparent to our taxpayers and communicate with all the parents and voters.
Amit, same question.
Thank you. I was part of the bond exploration committee. When we as a committee passed the bond program, it was May. It was tabled in front of the board in August, and it was on the ballot in November. I believe there was not enough time for the community to understand all the components of the bond, and they merely saw it as a tax increase. If they actually delved into the details, that it covered the IT infrastructure, the safety and security, the upgrading of our schools, the maintenance, the HVAC systems, and also Staley Middle School was also a part of it. A lot of people did not know the details. I believe that if the details were communicated properly, it would have passed. The other issue was it was clubbed with the waiter. So that's why a lot of people were saying why the bond committee members didn't know what the waiter was. So when we're trying to communicate the message, that was also limiting our ability to communicate. I believe it'll come back again because our needs have not been met yet.
Thank you. Shuresh, same question.
The bonds, actually, I'm a big supporter of that when they originally announced, and then I'm actually at the polling station supporting that and sending the messages out. So, but the main reason I think it's failed because of it's not communicated and explained properly to most of the communities. It's not reached, even though they are big supporters of education. I think they are actually realizing now the impact of it. So because we are meeting the campaign, during my campaign time, when we were meeting and explaining all the people, they said like, no, we should have voted yes. But it's not communicated properly, and then when we were doing like these kind of things, we should have started early. It should have started really early, and then reach out to all the groups like a PTA and then HOA groups and then different community groups and then explain them. It should have been a good hit. So that's what my opinion. But I supported in a big way the propositions. Thank you.
Thank you. Next questions, and Amit, we'll start with you. What specific actions would you ask the state legislature to take to help Frisco ISD address its deficit budget, provide adequate funding for public schools?
We need more funding for our schools, and everybody's aware of that. The funding hasn't increased since 2019, and that's impacting not only Frisco ISD, it's also impacting everybody else. Recently, they just had an increase of just $395, when the actual increase, if you look at the inflation being 22%, it should have been about $1,300. So constant emailing to your state legislators to make sure that they go and fund our programs is very important. Another program that's on the list right now is HB 6, that the state's trying to introduce to control behaviors in the classroom. So there are a lot of bills that are out there, but the general public is not aware of them. It's important that people start becoming aware of these legislators, because these affect us, these affect our children, and these affect how our school districts operate. Everybody comes and says that we need these resources and programs, but we need the fund to run these programs. So please email your legislators. Thank you.
Can you repeat the question, sir?
Sure. What specific actions would you ask the state legislature to take to help Frisco ISD address its deficit budget and provide adequate funding for public schools?
So, budget deficit is not only just the Frisco ISD, like there are so many school districts are facing the same issues because of we have the less funding from the state, and also the incurring costs, like, and also like the lot of new things which need to be implemented. So the main, I think, is like we can control, but mainly is like we can cut down the cost which are related to the school district, not affecting the student, anything related to the student academics or anything, and also mainly as forming an advocacy group. And if I get elected, I will be part of that, and then be advocacy group, and then sending the emails to the legislators. This is the need of the hour. We need a lot of funding for the schools, because there is $24 billion sitting at the state level, like without using for anything. I think they can use that. Thank you.
Thank you.
I would be advocating for to make sure that they increase the funding per student. From 2019, it was set up very low, and even though they are providing they are doing the tax rate compression, they are buying our M&O. That's why we have a very low tax rates. But still, it is not. There are a lot of unmandated requirement they are passing to us. We will be asking them to not to do that. If they put any mandate, make sure they pass the fund to us, and stop the Robin Hood. We want to bring back all our local tax dollars to our district without taking any fund out of our school district. That is the number one priority I will be focusing on the legislation side. And they have to come up with the alternative formula instead of going with the instead of going with the student attendance formula. They have to come up with an alternate plan to increase the school funding, because we are relying on the public education, and make sure that we have a superior school district. They have to provide the funding.
Thank you. All right, it's now time for closing statements. 1 minute each, and we're going to go in reverse ballot order. Uni, we'll start with you.
Thank you for the opportunity to earn your trust. From my time serving as a crossing guard, I have witnessed firsthand the importance of safety, well-being, and education for our children. My commitment to our community runs very deep, and I believe every student deserves the best possible education, one that is safe, supportive, and built on strong foundations. I will fight for every student have the resources they need to succeed, and advocate for policies that strengthen our communities rather than divide it. I'm not simply asking for your vote. I am asking for your support to help our children, and please support me, and I'm asking for your support and your vote. My name is Muni. I'm running for the Frisco ISD Board of Trustees for Place 1. Muni for FISD. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here tonight. And this is Suresh Manduva. I'm running for Frisco ISD Board of Trustees, Place 1, because I want to I'm deeply passionate about the student, schools, and the community. As a parent, community leader, and a long-time Frisco resident, I want to bring and support the students in every walks of life. So I'm actually I got I got endorsed by the Frisco educators panel, and also not only that, and the retired teachers too. And I am not only that, the students, they want to support me. Like I think they started their own social media group to support me, and because they believe in what my vision and then what my what my tasks are, so they want to support me that way. So I want your support, and
Thank
you can
you.
reach me, Suresh for FISD.com. Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you everybody for spending your time with us instead of watching Netflix today. I'm Dr. Amit Kalra. I'm a physical therapist and I'm running for place 1 in Frisco ISD. Education is an important part of my family. My mom was a librarian and a director for National Council for Teacher Education in India. My wife's been a professor. My mother-in-law's been a teacher. Education has been a part of our family. I recently got endorsed by the Dallas Morning News as the clear choice for the Frisco ISD Place 1. Is education important to you? It is important to me. It is for each and every child that is a part of Frisco ISD, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here with my 5-star formula, which is school safety, teacher empowerment, accountable finances, responsive communication, and student excellence. I am here to serve you. I'm a part of you. I've been amongst you, and I'm here to be your next board of trustee. Thank you.
We want to thank all of you for putting your name on the ballot and wish you the best of luck. Thank you. And we'll take a few minutes here for the next reset and bring up our Frisco ISD trustees.